Never really got to run through the trades in the last recap, so wanted to do a little bit of that now and talk about some of the tools that I've added. This is the usual try to trade with, and I've added some things. One of them is not on NinjaTrader; it's on TradingView. It's called Simple Market Metrics. I don't have any discount codes or I don't sell anything, but it's only 99 bucks. And your chart could look like this with the signals, and there's even a trade room for another 99 bucks. I don't trade like the people in the room, but for beginners, it's great. Even my signals, I use something called a chop filter. They don't use that. I think they use the MA filter. Um, so, again, my signals are different than the room. I'll do watch the room once in a while, listen to what they're doing. But this is an add-on to confirm how I trade. And I'm seeing, I'm looking at the signals and the trades I took. Everything is in agreement. It's another layer of confirmation. So just to pull up what I showed in the last recap, it was the trade performance. This is one of the PAs I'm trading, and the accounts are doing good. I think, this is the PA here. I can't really see it. This one. It's been trading quite a few days. There's evals. Everything is. I've been trading really well for a while now. This has been going on probably since March or so, where I've been trading more one chart at a time to get here. And now recently I started copy trading again because my time freed up, and I'm taking some overnight trades as well with these. I guess this is the chart it's been trading for quite a few days yet. It's 16 days, so I'll go back a few days on that one and see. But you can see how well the charts are doing. And I think I have 12 apex. And the thing that stinks is that you can't use Bullnox Rhythmic and Apex at the same time. So I got to trade those separately. And I'm trading two different strategies on those, two different styles with the Bullnox compared to Apex. If we have time, I'll look at those real quick too. And Take Profit Trader. I realize you're only allowed to have 5. I have 6 here. 2 are pro, but the others are, a few $100 away from passing all of me. I have 1, 2 pro, 3 pro, 4 pro. That's the new pro. I passed that a couple days ago. It's the other pro. But I think there's 6 take profit trader in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're allowed 5. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I pass. These are still, got a couple $1,000 to go to pass. So, and I've been linking those up lately. So I'm not sure what to do once I have 6 accounts. I guess it just doesn't get activated until I blow something, or if I never blow anything, it just sits there. So I shouldn't have bought the 6th one, but I did. Let's go to the trades. I don't want this to be too long. So that's the analysis. I showed the summary. Things I like about this is the profit factor. Win rate's great, but that's not the most important thing. It's the average winning trade, average losing trade, largest. So the numbers are good all in there. Even another thing I noticed is that my longs and my shorts are spot on, which means my trade management principles are good no matter whether I'm long or short. So I like to see that I'm balanced, that even if I'm long or short, I have good, it's good reason to do it. Then just to go back a little bit and show, how long this is going on. I didn't have a lot of time in May and June to trade, but I did pass it sometime between March and May. Towards the end of May, I passed it. And, the days I traded were, far and few between there. So it wasn't a lot that I was able to do in June, in and out. And you can see there was some. This is when I started to try overnight stuff, 1 a.m. But usually it's at market open. But it was whatever time. And then here you can see when busy season for I'm a DJ, so when the busy season ended and 4th of July started, then I freed up because it was every day. I was DJing every day in May and June. I think it was 45 days in a row that I DJ'd. So it's hard to get trading in. Now it's a lot better once this started. And I tried some trading overnight, but you can see the consistency, no matter it was day or night, worked well. Just a little bit different style trading. And I'm going to go through some of these trades now. I never had a recap with this style here. Let's go to, yesterday was the 11th. Today's the 12th. It's a Saturday, so market's closed. So 309 was a short, and I don't know, the data, no matter what, I can't get the trades to show up in. I think Bullnox maybe shows it, but I can't get the Apex to show the trades, or even the Trade of 8. Trade of 8 or Take Profit Trader. But I think the Bullnox might show with signals. Well, I'll check that at the end. So it's 307. It was a short right here. What was going on? Once this broke, looking to write it down to this line here is VWAP. So 45 to 35 was the trade. And I could see that. That was one source of confirmation. What I've added was this. And what time was that? I could see everything was red, which was telling me to go short at that time. 07. Yes, if we go back to that, wow, the signal came in kind of. So I was ahead of this. I was 1 bar ahead of the signal. I was in here. Once this closed, things on the chart: 200 EMA, 21 EMA, red background. All this was coming up red. And once this closed, 45 closed down this candle. That's where I was short. And then their signal came in here, and I was already out at 35. Right there, which is VWAP. Next trade was about 4 o'clock, and you can see everything was red here. I think this had something to do with the trade. Yeah, 403 short at 908, down to 90. Yep, right here. So you can see it wasn't breaking this level at all. It was struggling. So, and it did. You can see it didn't break it here, but once it breaks it, it's usually going to the next level. This red line's first standard deviation, and usually that's a point where I look to get out, and I always go a little bit above, so I can see what happened. Once I saw this break, and this couldn't break, I was like, all right, this is going double tops and triple tops, and so that was the play. And there you go, broke right there. Yeah, down to 90. So that was the trade. And if you look at this for more confirmation, it did close above the 21 EMA, but then immediately right below it. So I was like, oh, we're going lower here. And 03 was where I got in this candle. When this closed below, 2 candles below, and this one closed down, boom, that was the trade. And you can see these metrics helped the confirmation of that. And that was the trades for the day, and that's how it's been going. The 10th, again, 4 o'clock, 1 trade. See if we can scroll back to that and see what was happening. 4:15 on the 10th. Yeah, I think I'll just show this and it's taking too long. 4:15 on the 10th. And you can see the green. And I'll explain, what the dots mean. So the trade was a long.
You've got mail.
At 23.021 to 28 to 38. Is it 1 trade and done? It's like 4 contracts. 1 trade and done. 15. Let's see what's going on in this chart. Yeah, it was the signal. Let me see if I was in before the signal. Usually pretty much on point. Yeah, I was in a little earlier. I was at 20. I got a better fill than they did. So I was, again, the candle before I guess I know when these signals are going to pop up. Yeah, 415. Let me blow it up. Market's not as volatile this time. So right there. Again, same thing. Close below, close above, close below, close above. Right here. Perfect entry. Their signal came in right after mine. Well, right there, they came in. And I was kind of out, and that's where I got out. So it shot right up. It's a quick trade. But using all that. And I'll use a 1 minute chart, but then I'll use this. I just want to scroll back to see what this was looking like. It's 415. Right here. A lot going on in this chart, but I kind of know what everything is. Yeah. Yeah. So this line is called Globex, and with this uptrend, that's where we're going. And I got out way before that. Yeah. So there you go. Once that broke, there we go, right there. Going up to the next level and out. And you can see where I got out, right below this. And I believe this is something called, key levels, Monkey Man Trades key levels. And I don't know why they work, but they work, you can see. And I'll go right in front of that to get out of it. And we'll see one more. But a lot of confirmations for these trades, and yeah, they usually move quick. A few more trades on this date. No, it's just two really. Long 443. That chop zone here. So that was a break even. Yeah, it was a chop zone. That's why I got out of it. And then here, got in at 85 at 49 and got the 10 points, or not even. Interesting. Let's go back to that chart. Yeah, so there was a long, you can see why. 200 EMA. You always get a bounce there. It just doesn't blast. And you can see. I saw this. You can see this. And this should have really went up. I see at 43 why I did that. Same thing. Close below, close above. Right there. That should have went. And it didn't. Get out. Break even. When it was closing below here. You got to get out. Then re-entry. At here. 10 points. So I can see right there. And the 21 EMA is what you get out. So that's the update with the trading. Let me see if this bull knock trades show up. I know this account's pretty healthy. That's a few bucks from passing. But I want to see if the trades show up. But I gotta change the data. That's the only thing that stinks about Rithmic. Let's see if I shut these down. Just, yeah, see, it's telling me you can only have one at a time. It's blocking me. Curious if the trades show up. And see very little losses, very little drawdown. Let's look at the trade performance. I don't know how much this got of it, but this counts almost at 3,000. Yeah, it's only 1,200 of it, but the numbers are all, again, pretty solid on all shorts and longs, pretty balanced. Because the metrics are telling me if I should be long or short, and by the metrics I mean simple market match was this. Well, I can see some of those moves. Those are market open moves. Crazy. All right, so let me leave this for now. That's Friday. Let me see where I was trading this. I think this was yesterday's trades were in there. Yeah. And again, this is a different style of trading. That was an NQ. Yeah, I'm dipping NQ every once in a while. Took a loss and then doubled it up there. Yes, I really didn't trade it a lot yesterday. I was so damn busy. Came up a little bit short, but let's see if it was 11.16. It's just a 1 minute trade. I want to see if it got plotted on the charts. Yeah, it looks like it might be. This should do it. Yeah. It was 07. See, it disappeared. Oh, no, that's there. See, why is Bullnox Rithmic showing up on the chart? Yeah, it looks like I was playing. This is VWAP. And this is support and resistance radar. And this is, I think, this might be a Ludwig level. Not key level. Range center. Yeah, so that was the short. That was when the account was about to pass. Again, just due to time, I couldn't trade. Yeah, perfect trade. 27. I must have came in here and then added in and then played it down. So it was a 3 contract trade setup. Yeah, originally at 27. I let it when it pulled back to here. That was a beautiful add. Added at 32. 1 and then boom, spiked right down. I think I'm purposely getting out above 20, which was a good. I mean, look at my exits are just so good because of these levels. So again, purposely going 21 above 20, and look at that, almost to the tick. So a lot of my trades are like that, where these levels just work so well, and I know where to get out and not get into trouble. And the thing is, if I would have not got out and I would have added in here, look at this trouble. Now, eventually, it probably would flip. You know, you're at VWAP and then you get a bounce down. So if I got in trouble, this is where I would have added in, and then look what happened. Right back down. I had 2 different VWAPs on it. It was a midnight VWAP, and this is a NinjaTrader VWAP, but they both work. So even if I got in trouble, I would have managed out of that one. Again, different style of trading. I don't really take these signals. You can see this one lost, this one won. They're not that reliable. Sometimes I use it for direction. I want to see where we are on the chart here at 11:15 on the symbol market metrics. Here. Yeah, I can see it's all red. Yeah, so this was, yeah, we closed below at 14. I was in at 15. So this was making me shorts, and it was short-lived. I mean, it just flipped there. So once this broke, once this closed, that's where it was looking for the short. Pull back to here and down. But then, you know, it flipped and then gave you a good signal here. Again, I had to close up shop. I was done. According to them, you know, you go for 10 points. Your stop is when the 21 EMA went price. So this here was a small loss. This here, same thing. Lost that, but that was a pretty big one. But that's why I don't just take all the signals. And it came, you know, gave it to you right back. And I don't just take these signals. But they're not bad. You could. Yeah, look at all these winners. So anyway, that's the update.